I got way too many tabs open. First of all, hey, secure the bag, John. That's not. Hey, yo, let me start this off by responding to some comments right quick. You know what I'm saying, Shawty? Um, I really liked the video I did yesterday on old head defend, because I feel like I defended us old heads well. I felt like a proud moment that I did. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I can show that video to my daughter's homies and friends that she hang with, and they can be in hip hop and would be nothing none of them motherfuckers can say. I felt like I put on for us. But I got a comment here. Shout out to my guy Pete 6300. Said, I'm definitely an old head. I grew up on mixtapes in the 80s and 90s. The rap of the 2010s lost me. I have to be honest, though, some of these Zoomers are spitting bars again. Their structure and schemes are very reminiscent of old school rap. Edit. The problem is the good Zoomer rappers are independent. They'll never be offered awards. Um, I would say that in every generation, you're going to always have people that can spit, because you're talking about millions and millions of people. So it's never about a complete washout. Like there's zero people that can spit in any generation. It's about the exposure that these people that can spit are getting. What is the primary focus on? And I will say, still at the culmination of everything, some underground rapper in their house or battle rapper. This is the great thing about battle rap, is that if someone wants to be a battle rapper now and they're like 19 years old, they're gonna have to focus and listen to people that can actually spit. So this gonna always help them, and they're not gonna. It's gonna keep fucking, good lyrics and shit going on. But it's just, even with everything you just said, again, shout out to your comment. They don't have any kings. They still don't. Every generation got kings, got people at the top, people that's gonna always be able to run in and take that mantle. They don't have that. They don't have one single person. Shout out to you for that comment. My homie Shoo448 said, nah, blood. Cool Mo D and Rakim are a couple guys that Nas and Jigga borrowed their rhyme patterns and rhyme schemes from. You can throw Cool G Rap in there too. Chuck D and KRS-One. Hey yo, fun fact, I met Chuck D a bunch of times because it was with Public Enemy, it was Chuck D and Flavor Flav, and then you had the four guys and dressed militant doing a little walks behind them. Well, one of those guys is a family relative. So whenever they come through Atlanta and shit, like they bring the entire Public Enemy. It was kind of cool. I was a little young kid, around about 7 some years old, and I'd be around Flavor Flav, you know what I'm saying? And it was cool to see how my mom, because to me, he was a celebrity. Like, yo, I'm around Public Enemy. But to my mom, she just looked at them niggas, and maybe that's where I get it from now. What I don't be impressed by shit. My mom was just like, why is this guy acting the fool in fucking Kmart? It was Kmart back then. Flavor Flav walk around, just open stereo boxes and shit without paying. He was wilding back then. But yeah, just a little segue. But I'm gonna get back to your comment. You said Chuck D and KRS had some wicked rhyme patterns. 95 to 2005 just got heavy with the gangster street rap. The content is pretty much the only difference, but thanks for setting them young and straight. This is golden. 100. Yo, shout out to your comment, man. Shout out to your comment, man. Like everything you said. But you know me, bro, even with the respect I have for your comment, I got to do a little picking here. Everybody rhymes for everybody. Everybody has a nucleus, and from that nucleus, you create your entire style, and you can hear bar components. You may hear some of the songs I have, and you can hear a little bit of Andre 3000 and some of the stuff I said, because I was a big fan of his. But you hear me, you know that's me. It sounds like me, and I can do a trillion more things that Andre 3000 can't do, because I focus on different kind of music that he focused to. I can sound like I'm from New York. I can sound like I'm straight from the South. I can sound like a gangster. I can do anything. But the nucleus came from the people that I listen to. And you can hear some of that in all of them. But essentially you have your own style. So while two things can be true at the same time, Nas and Jay-Z, Jay-Z admitted that he borrowed heavy from not Big Daddy Kane. Even with him borrowing from Big Daddy Kane, Jay-Z is a trillion times better rapper than Big Daddy Kane. Jay-Z can do shit that Big Daddy Kane cannot do. Jay-Z can do shit that Kool Moe Dee cannot do. He's just an evolution. So yeah, while he did the patterns and schemes that kind of came from him, but like Nas got his own shit, man. Like you can't compare Kool Moe Dee to a Nas. They just not on the same level. And shout out to Kool G Rap. Anybody say Kool G Rap can't rap? Just jump off your porch. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully it's on the second floor. But yeah, so you can borrow from stuff. But you can't confine 1995 to 2005 as just heavy with the gangster rap, bro. No. 95 to 2005, you can do whatever you want. Name a category, we have some of the best people in that category. There is no generation subjectively better than 1995 to 2005. But again, shout out for the comment, man. And then somebody made a funny comment saying they talk about Lil Baby, saying Jay-Z never took a picture sandwich between two, but the message is 100. Hey, yo, just want to read some stuff, man, before I get into the vlog for the day. What's up, Robert? What's up, Flo? Now, I got bored last night. And getting bored last night, I literally was just sitting right here looking online. And I said, I'm doing so much research into these three cases. Let me just throw a random trailer out on my true crime channel, since that's what I'm about to be on my true crime channel. I made a trailer last night. I want y'all to check it out. Like, this trailer literally took me maybe 10 minutes to make, if that. I don't know, maybe 10 minutes to make. I don't know. I'm trying to close some of these windows so I don't open them. I don't mean to open. All right. This is the trailer I made last night through online. Y'all check it out. Tell me what y'all think, man. Some of y'all want to go over and check out my true crime stuff. Yo, let me check out some of these comments, and I'm gonna show y'all everything I just did at the beginning of this live. I'm gonna just show y'all how strategic I am with shit. Let me read some. Let me go. Let me read some of these comments, man, because I got people over here. You gotta understand, like, when I would do true crime videos, bro, I would get like maybe 400, 500 subscribers a week. My shit lit, and I would just stop doing it. So you jump out of the algorithm. Me explain, you jump out the algorithm. Let's say you got 100,000 subscribers. If you don't put out YouTube content and you leave for months and you have 100,000 subscribers, when you make your next video coming back, YouTube is not going to play your video for your 100,000 subscribers. They probably going to play your video to maybe 1,000. So that's why you can see people, they may have like 80,000 subscribers. They put out a video, they may get like 1,000 or 2,000 views on it. Like, YouTube is basically telling you, you got to earn your right. If you want us to show your content, you got to put out consistent content or we're going to take your ass out. So I ain't made no documentary in fucking a year or two. So my channel just been sitting over there. But if you would look at how many videos I got, and you look at the views per video, you pulled out a calculator. My views per video is dusting all these niggas. I just don't be over there. So now when I go back next month, I'm finally finna be consistent. I'm finally finna drop documentary after documentary after documentary, go live. I'm finna run it like a regular channel, run it up, get my 100,000K subscriber plat, and get more opportunities to work on television, such as I have already by making this YouTube channel. All right, we're gonna go on here to the comments. Oh my God, yes, you posted. I miss you. I've been waiting for you. Looking forward to it. Clap bangs. Here we go. Yay, I've been waiting too long. Glad you're back. My little emojis, my custom emojis, which mean people are still paying on this channel. They're still paying on this channel that I have not used in a long ass fucking time. Boom, the talent is unreal. Yes, fantastic cinematography. Very, very well done. Finally happy to hear you again. You're missed. Your talent is missed. I look forward to what's coming. Yay, John, I'm so excited. So excited. This is beautifully filmed. Welcome back. Wow, bravo, John. Felt like I was watching the premiere for a Sundance Film Festival. Thank you. Yes, can't wait. So excited. Well, you are a sight for sore eyes. Glad to see you back. Love all of you guys, man. This make me feel special. Yay, I'm beyond ecstatic that you're coming back. I have always looked forward to seeing each of your videos. I appreciate you. I appreciate you bring a voice to the voiceless. Thank you for sharing your amazing talent with the world. You're truly a beautiful inspiration and such an incredible soul. The true crime community needs your truth, voice, love, and amazing work in it. Much, much, much love, blessing, and respect from Tennessee, as well as your friends and family. 2 thumbs up. Yes, welcome back. I'm so excited for this. Yay, such a talent. Very excited to watch. So very excited for this. Glad to see your return. Stay with me. I'm teaching y'all a lesson here. So hype. Yes. Yay. Glad to see you back, my friend. Welcome home. So glad you're back. Ooh, been thinking about you. Amazing promo. Come back. We'll be fire. Fantastic news, John. Delighted to hear this. All claps, hearts. Looking forward to what's coming next. You know, I'm going to stop right here, or maybe I will be here all fucking day. To the comments on that channel, I just want you guys to know that I will be coming over and responding to your comments in detail. I thought last night, I said, yo, I done been in a lot of communities online. Every community I have been in online, every single one of them, there's top people. There's somebody with 1 million subscribers, hundreds of thousands. Whoever the top people was in every community I went to had much love, admiration, and respect for me. And then I look into my real life, like, wow, I'm probably one of the few people in Macon, Georgia that actually signed a real rap contract. I'm probably one of the only few people in the battle rap community that can sign the contract. Of all these people in the history of blogging, I didn't even have a battle rap channel. I just had another channel that I would put my little music on. I wasn't even promoting my music. I would just put it on there. And one day I decided to say my opinion on a battle, and then it got all these views, made this channel, and here's another community I come in when I'm at the cream of the crop. When I apply myself, when I make the choice to apply myself, and then I can leave and I can come back, and I'm always well respected. How does this happen? How does this happen everywhere I fucking go? I can go make a YouTube channel, and then I can sit here and chill, and then I can get people from the Discovery Channel and everybody calling me. Everything I touch, everything I fucking touch, I'm just awesome at it. I don't know how this happens. It just continues. The biggest consistency in my life, everything I want to be a part of, it happens. Everything you guys have just heard from the moment I went live to this very second was strategically designed to piss someone off. To piss someone off. I find it funny. If I can see a man who has never met me in their entire life scream and yell and get so worked up, they go, I hate him. God, I hate that guy. It's fascinating to me. It's fascinating to me because the way my brain works differently. Like, I'm like, when I see a man gets that angry that they just scream that in front of their fucking audience, And I done ate good, bust a nut, then chill with my motherfucking family. I done made a fucking trailer out of the fucking blue at the time that this guy's doing. I done made a fucking trailer. I'm like, I can't, nobody can make me that mad online. You know what I'm saying? And I be feeling sorry for these dudes. I honestly feel sorry for them because I honestly be feeling like what's his name from Menace to Society, who was in the car with Kane and the OG. I think he played by MC8. I be feeling like him because I'm gonna tell y'all that shit get repetitive and boring to me. Yo, since 2010. Here go the pattern since 2010. A nigga will have a whole bunch of subscribers or whatever. They'll come for me. I will fuck them up. I will fuck them slam up every single time. Or a nigga will have a very small channel. They start feeling themselves as they get a little bit of traction, not knowing or at this time is making them forget how deadly I can fucking be. So they start feeling themselves. And then I look and like, all right, right now, it's a little scratch. And then I start feeling sorry for them because I see them falling into the same trap that everybody else. And I know if I tell the person, they'll look at it as a sign of weakness. It's not a sign of weakness. I don't want to fuck your shit up. I want to chill over here and do what I want to do. I don't want to fuck your shit up. And the problem is they never listen. They always think that they're different than everybody else going back the past 15 years. And they shit get fucked up. They be going to go show y'all a video of me versus such and such, but such and such ain't here no more. Such and such booted off this motherfucker. They gone. I be the only one standing. And I be like, you got a good thing. Just go on with your good thing. I got so much shit in my real life going on. And even with the YouTube thing, right? I'm not even going to be over here because I promised myself, is popular show. I promised myself I was going to make a YouTube channel 3 seasons ago. The season about to start, and I'm finally finna do it. And guess what? In that community of the people who talk about that show on YouTube, all the top people who talk about it, they already know me before I even make the first video. I'm that nigga. Don't matter where I go, I'm that nigga. You just gonna have to accept that. So I know I'm finna go over here and talk about this on this other new channel that I got, and that's gonna blow up too. While I'm investigating 3 cases to do 3 documentaries on in the month of March. I'm not gonna have time to fuck with you, bro. I'm not gonna have time. Like, I'm telling you, and I know you're not gonna listen. It's just that if I ever get to a point and I decide to go that direction, I don't want to hear. Ain't gonna be no sorrow. It ain't gonna be no like. Once you done pulled me away, when I'm minding my own shit, when I put them motherfucking lights on you, and you be reminded, oh yeah, I forgot how this motherfucker was deadly. I forgot he fucked me up before. When you do that, I don't want to hear shit. I don't want to hear no complaining. I don't hear no complaining. This shit is sad to me. It's sad that I can control someone's life without even thinking about them. I can control a motherfucker's entire life. All I gotta do is dust this motherfucking channel off and go live. Hot. You look crazy, my nigga. You look crazy as fuck out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was talking to my girl last night, and I was like, when I was talking to my girl last night, I was feeling kind of bad because in order for me to make these documentaries, I'm not like these other YouTubers. I really have to put myself in these people's brains. So I'm doing a documentary on a guy named Peter Keller. Peter Keller took 8 years to build this bunker in the woods. He built the bunker to live in after he knew he was going to kill his entire family. He killed his daughter when she was 19. That means that this man built the bunker when she was 11 years old. Every time he took her to school, every time a friend came to sleep over, all the memories and shit in her life from 11 years old to 19 years old, running to her dad's car, smiling when he picked her up from school, not knowing the motherfucker planning to kill her. I'm talking to my girlfriend last night. I have to put myself in the mindset to get, that's some dark shit. Like, to make this, I have to put myself in his daughter mindset of what she been thinking about all these years. At the precise moment she realized daddy's about to kill me. I have to go to those depths. That's why my documentaries look the way they do. So while I'm doing all this and talking to my girlfriend and I'm focusing and I'm thinking about some really important shit, I'm gonna tell you, like all the other shit I do, the surviving family members, they're gonna watch my fucking video, you hater, and they're gonna contact me. They're gonna say thank you for telling our family story the right way. I don't know him. I ain't never talked to him. I ain't never met him. I'm just telling you how history works. That's my life. And while I'm in my life and I'm doing this, a motherfucker thousands of miles away who I don't speak about, I don't talk about, is so focused on me and what I do. He look crazy. Think about it this way. If you don't like me and I don't like you, and I can focus and do this and I can be successful, right? These are good, positive memories. These are positive things. We don't like each other. In my positivity that I got going right here, you have every wrinkle in your face on max. You're that angry. Why do I need to? I don't even need to put my attention on you. If the goal is to make your enemy upset, my mere presence does it alone. My mere presence can make someone I'm not fond of fucked up. That's a W without even trying. That's a W without even trying. I can wake up, yawn, take my kids to school, work, do everything I want to do in life. I don't even have to focus my attention on my enemies. All I got to do is merely exist. And I already achieved the goal of making their day fucked up. Why the fuck? Now think about it, I don't need to say nothing. And so they get so fixated on a person. They sit there and they do, ha! Oh my God, people are getting on positive comment. That's why I read every comment. I'm a fucking demon. It hurts motherfuckers for me to get a positive comment. I can just read comments. Why is he getting love? I hate him. I hate him. It hurts these motherfuckers. How can he come back? The motherfucker can go live. He's out of the algorithm, so nobody's really watching him yet because they don't even know he's here. But the little 10 to 20 people that are watching him, they're the top battle rap bloggers. Why the top battle rap bloggers over there in this chat? I'm that nigga. I don't know what you want me to. I don't know how to unnot be that nigga. I don't know how to undo it. And if I did, I wouldn't do it for you. I don't know what you want me to do. So I'll end the first things. My titles are real. So I want to talk about Shannon, Sharpe, and my Epps, Monique, and her son. But I feel, hey, let me troll somebody. Because if I don't do nothing but exist and don't say nothing about nobody, I'm just chilling, existing. It piss a motherfucker life off that bad. They getting laryngitis and shit from screaming so hard. If I can do that by existing, let me do a little trolling session. That'll definitely get their wonker hard prior to talking about what I want to. But honestly, to the people that fuck with me over here, I keep it real with y'all, man. Like, I'm gonna try to do videos over here. I'm gonna try to go live over here. I don't foresee it happening because I'm about to start my first video either on the 15th or no later than the 16th on my new channel I got in a new field I've never been in before, ever. And at the same time, my number one focus is putting these documentaries out. Let me tell y'all something about accountability, right? Y'all know I can run away and just don't be on YouTube for a while. And I got people in true crime that love me, and you saw from the comments that's looking for me to come back. So I didn't just make the trailer to make them happy. I made that trailer. I made this trailer for this right here. I'm going to show y'all why I made this trailer. I made this trailer for the final second in the trailer right here. I made this trailer for this right here, for that. Y'all see that on the screen? Because if I put beginning March 2024, if I put that right there, then now I'm held accountable for a date to deliver. So it makes sure that I keep my focus on what I want my focus to be. And my focus is going to be my true crime. I tell my audience, beginning March 2024, I got to deliver. And I don't deliver bullshit. When you talking about surviving, hurting family members who are struggling to go on with life because their loved one was murdered, and this is real shit, this isn't make believe, you got to come at it the best way you can. For people over here, my true crime, y'all know how I would take one tiny little scene out the movie and I make an analogy, such as when I did the case on Jaron Hart. He stabbed on the floor, slowly putting the knife in the chest. So I showed the little scene from Saving Private Ryan to slowly put the knife in the chest when the soldiers fought at the end of the movie Saving Private Ryan, and I connected that. I'm walking back and forth. I'm talking to my girlfriend last night, and when I think about Peter Keller, while some fucking middle-aged weirdo YouTuber is going crazy, insane about my mere presence, I'm walking back and forth, and the movie came to me. And I'm not gonna say the movie because if I say it, y'all not gonna be shocked when you're seeing documentary. But I want to see if y'all are guess. It's a comic movie, comic superhero movie, a very popular comic superhero movie. I thought about this man thinking he's doing the right thing by annihilating half of his family and then wandering off up a hill lit woods to sleep in a small cabin peacefully after doing a horrendous amount of murders. That should be enough clues if you know your superhero shit of what tiny scene that I'm going to use to correlate it back to this case I'm doing on Peter Keller. It hit me. It came to me like, boom, this motherfucker think he's, I'm going to kill this motherfucker. Y'all see how these battle rappers be going at each other, how the bloggers go against each other, how motherfucker got that much hatred for me. That's the kind of hatred I have for these motherfuckers out here who are actual killers. So if you go back and look at the documentary I do, at the end of my shit, you see me with a black background and I'm staring directly at the camera and I give them motherfuckers the business. I give them the business that stay up, that can last for the test of time, that you will constantly be reminded that if someone goes to the same prison you go to and they saw my shit, they gonna fuck you up. I'm going to give Peter Keller the business because I'd rather focus on shit that matters than a little motherfucker who claim he don't even give a fuck about YouTube, but can make a stranger who forgot this motherfucker existed that angry. The first portion of my video, trolling losers, is over with. I'm going to move to the second portion of my video. Let me remove this off the screen. All right. Shannon and Mike Epps. Shannon Sharpe, for you guys who know, is extremely popular, and he's blowing up. He's blowing up. He was blowing up online with talking about sports. His life was probably set from his NFL career. Then he added the money on top of that with sports. Now he and that YouTube fucking money on top of that. He's becoming one of the biggest YouTubers ever in this field. 58 million views on one fucking interview, and then he chopped that interview that get 58 million up and put out about 10 more videos of smaller segment, and some of them getting 2-3 million views. That's just one fucking interview. Moves on in the interviews, Usher, 21 Savage, Country Wayne, Monique, his latest interview is also now his number 2 most popular interview, which I'm going to talk about her relationship with her son on this video. So while I was up here editing and making my little trailer last night, doing all this stuff, and I've been in the room by myself, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Let me go spend time with my girl, and I go down there and we talking and stuff and about things we talked about it. And I didn't know this had happened because I've been up here working. I've been up here doing my thing. And she was like, yeah, you know, I pulled out my phone, Mike Epps into it. Why Mike Epps and Shannon Sharpe into it? So I'm sitting there, I pull out my phone, and I see a clip of Mike Epps on stage, you know, doing a comedy special, a comedy stand-up on stage in front of an audience, and he's cracking jokes on Shannon Sharpe. And then I see Shannon Sharpe go off and says that he's gonna beat him up when he see him, and he's really, really mad on his Nightcap second YouTube channel that's blowing up. Shout out to Shannon Sharpe, man. And this a little bit about Shannon Sharpe, but it's most about society and what disgusts me about society, right? We're going to get Shannon Sharpe out the way really, really fast. Shannon Sharpe is fucking wrong. You're wrong. You want to fight? You want to throw fisticuffs at a comedian for talking about you while he's on stage cracking jokes about you? This is the second sign of insecurity or sensitivity that I have seen in Shannon Sharpe. I'm like, it took me 5 seconds to see that. I walked downstairs. My girlfriend tell me, she said, look it up. She said, it's been all online all day. I'm like, all right, babe. I pull out this phone right here. I open my phone up. You see how I be trying to flex about all this shit right here because I be trolling motherfucker. Because I know for some weird reason, if you look doing good in life and people watching you, they get fucking pissed off. And I like pissing people off for no reason. But yeah, I pull out my motherfucking second expensive ass phone right here. And then I scroll, and then I'm like, he cracking jokes on stage. He cracking jokes. And you want to fight this motherfucker? I was shocked. So then Mike Epps come back. You know, Shannon Sharpe is a big, muscular, cut-up dude. He prides himself on eating right, working out. You know, he's a big, strong, muscular, retired fucking tight end. One of the greatest tight ends in the history of NFL. People who meet him in his later life, they forgetting that this is one of the greatest tight ends of all time. He's not the greatest. He won. He in the top 3 of all time in the history of the NFL, in the top 3 kind of situation. You know what I'm saying? I don't bias Tony Gonzalez, but Mike Epps responds, and Mike Epps goes, you know, like, yo, if we see each other, man, like, I'm a grown man, I got kids and shit. I ain't with all that fighting. You know, if I ain't fighting, you know what I'm talking about. So Mike Epps is saying, I'm not even saying my opinion. Sometimes we got to stop this opinion shit. If Mike Epps says, if a person says, I'm going to see you and beat you up, and then the other person responds, I'm not with that fighting, you know what I'm saying? But if you come to me, this is illegal to come and beat somebody. If you come to me in that manner, I'm going to shoot you. Why are YouTubers making video titles saying that Mike Epps threatened Shannon Sharpe over jokes? This is what I hate about society right here. Let me tell you what we do, right? Everybody does this. Maybe I just notice it in black people because I'm black and I'm around black people, but everybody does this. I just get more pissed off when I see black people doing this shit all the time, even though I know everybody does it. We follow who we like. Shannon Sharpe comes across as the lovable uncle, the funny uncle, the older guy who's going to pull out, he's going to have his little yak, who's going to laugh and cut jokes. Charismatic. And because once we like somebody, we stop looking at our own principles and our own morals. We just like the motherfucker. And we start making excuses for them. You, newsflash, you can like Shannon Sharpe and still say he's wrong. You can still think he's the lovable uncle and all of this right here and still say he's wrong. Both of those things can exist. But when we see drama on YouTube, like, who going at it? Them two going at it. When we go to find the information, we're going to find the information bias. Mike Epps going at it with Uncle Shay. This is what you're saying in your mind. Your mouth ain't moving. This is what you're saying in your mind. So Mike Epps going over with Shay? Yeah, I'm finna go on to see what this motherfucker doing to goddamn my friend Shannon Sharpe, boy. Hell no. I don't give a fuck what I'm about to hear. I'm finna find the first tiny little thing Mike Epps said, and I'm finna blow that shit the fuck up because ain't nobody fucking with my Uncle Shay. The fuck out of here. That nigga is cool right now. That nigga is popping right now. That's what your brain be thinking. You go into it. How you going to look up How do you go look for evidence bias? You're supposed to receive all the evidence, all the information, and then make a decision based upon the information you get. Y'all motherfuckers going to shit biased. I have a bigger problem with the audience than this right here. This is a simple thing. Shannon Sharpe, you're wrong. And then this is how you look stupid. You look stupid when you do all this capping, when you do all this fucking taking up for Shannon Sharpe, and then he wakes up the next morning and acknowledges that he was at fault. He apologizes, and now he apologized. Him and Mike is cool. Your stupid ass left out there with these hurtful, hateful, misleading comments that you've made about Mike Epps. Did what I said to my girl last night. I said, babe, if Shannon Sharpe right to beat up Mike Epps, then in the late 80s, early 1990s, Michael Jackson should have wanted to beat up the entire world. There wasn't a comedian on the planet that didn't make jokes about Michael fucking Jackson. He took it. You mean to tell me little skinny ass, 130-pound Michael Jackson is more secure with himself than Shannon Sharpe? You your own boss. You your own boss when it comes to YouTube. You do whatever you want to. But when it comes to when you was on Fox, you had rules. That's why you had to apologize. You about to fight on a fucking basketball court to take up for a fucking another man. LeBron James, he out there making millions and doing things that he's supposed to do. You finna throw all your shit. You finna risk it all over motherfucking LeBron James. And now you finna risk it all. Because you gotta follow. You got bosses and leaders and shit at ESPN. We're gonna wild out. I got a YouTube channel. I'm doing good. I'm gonna wild the fuck out. Because a comedian cracked jokes on stage. A comedian whose name you mentioned. I don't understand it. And when I go on YouTube and shit, when I do shit like this, I don't know how to be no other way. This is how I talk. I will talk to Shannon Sharpe just like this. Like, I don't fucking understand it. I don't understand it, bro. You being sensitive, man. Who gives a fuck about his joke? If I ever see a comedian make it, even when I be going at it with motherfuckers, them motherfuckers hate me. They want to hurt me. And if they cut a joke in and that shit funny, I'ma laugh. That shit funny, I'ma laugh, bro. You know what I'm saying? I just heard a lot of jokes. You got to come with it. I'ma laugh. I can't help it. You know what else I watched last night? I started making a video on it because I really think that URL is missing a major opportunity here. I got a private message on Facebook from one of my friends, and I'm like, what is this message? And it was a laughing emoji. It's something I sent them. I'm like, I ain't sent this motherfucker nothing in about a year. What the fuck is she laughing at? She was laughing because I sent her the Tay-Rock round versus official. So when I open it, why don't I watch the Tay-Rock round versus? Y'all want me to goddamn do a live reaction to the Tay-Rock round versus official? Yo, that's one of the funniest rounds ever in the history of fucking battle rap, bro. I can't even hold you, bro. That shit contradict everything about me. You know, my personality, my intelligence. I'm supposed to come on a live and say official won that battle because she was spitting bars at him. But my intellect is trumped by my immaturity. Damn, I love sitting alone and watching Tay-Rock's round. You know, I love that shit. But I hate you motherfucking meat riders. And I'm not talking about people in particular. I'm talking about us as a society. Every fucking day I wake up and turn on this damn thing called social media, and I see people taking up for someone because they like them and not about the action that occurred. And that makes me fucking cringe because I'm just not built like that. I'm just not built like that. So yeah, situations like the Shannon Sharpe, like I just like to see popular. I just like to see really, really nice people do fucked up shit so I can just sit back in the audience in the bushes and watch y'all motherfuckers and how y'all act. Y'all ain't gonna never call out the person you like. Ever. And what really pissed me off, not only will you dick ride and not call out the person you like when you see that they do something wrong, but you'll say you're not a follower. You will pass a lot of detector tests saying that you're not a follower. You really believe that shit in your soul. That shit is wild to me, bro. At least be able to intelligently defend why you feel the way you feel. I can have more respect that way, even if I disagree with you. I feel where you're coming from. All right, what's the last topic? The last topic is a little touchy. The last topic is a little touchy because I had a strained relationship with my kid, and as I'm listening to Monique's son talk and his intelligence, you know what I'm saying, his smile, but the way he was able to express and articulate himself, it was reminding me of my kid or my daughter. And we had a very strong, like we was estranged. She went talking to me, I went talking to her. So I'm always honest with you guys. Like, I felt something listening to Monique's son. And being in a situation like that before, I can stop and I can completely be her son and put myself in his shoes and see how I feel. Being that parent that a child felt that way about, I can completely put myself in Monique's shoes. Because I didn't just watch him, I watched people reaction to what he said. I'm gonna say something that's an unpopular opinion. It don't matter if they 30 years old, 35-year-old. It don't matter if they 40. It don't matter if they 50 years old. Whenever it's a child and parent, just those words alone, just those words. You can be 40 fucking 4 years old. I can have a problem with my mom right now, but because I'm the child in that situation, even though I'm a 40 fucking 4-year-old man, the word child carries so much weight to biasness, because the overall generic term, when we don't look at any details, the big generic term is you're the parent, though. They think when you say you're the parent, though, motherfuckers act like they give you super fucking power. I reached out every day. Every day I woke up. I love you. I text 1,000 times a day. I did everything. Still, you supposed to be the one reaching out. I did everything. I was going crazy. I was crying. I was in depression because we wasn't talking. You're supposed to be the one to reach it. You can do that shit a billion fucking times, and people hear the word child and parent, and they forget humanity. They forget reality. A motherfucker don't want to speak to you. They ain't gonna speak to you. If you done made a trillion fucking trials, a trillion fucking chances, and you do this over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, and they say no, 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 and it keeps going. They get a super special weapon at the end to, even though that's happening, they can go, yeah, I just want to come out here and say, we not talking. We ain't got no relationship, you know what I'm saying? And it's kind of on both of us. You looking at yourself going, how the fuck is it on both of us, my nigga? How the fuck is it on both of us? So when I hear him talk, I try to decipher facts from opinion. Here's something that strung at people's hearts. He said, me and my mom are now at the point to where none of us care enough to try. That is his opinion. I don't even have to know the details. I'm telling you, because we don't know somebody else's brain, that is an opinion. If someone wants to be completely honest, no matter how you feel, you can only say your part. You can't speak for someone else. They may be doing an action that they think is loving, and you may think that's not enough. But to them, hold on. But to them, it's so like, I'm trying. They feel like they're doing the best. So if both of y'all was hooked up to a lie detector test, both of y'all, hold on, both of y'all would pass. he would pass a lot of detector tests. They asked him, does he feel like she ain't doing shit? He's like, I don't feel like she doing shit. He'll pass. He really feel that. And they asked her, do you feel like you really, really trying? She will pass a lot of detector tests. So because of that subjectiveness, you can only say for a fact that you did not care enough to try. You can only speak for yourself. You can do this. You can say, my mom made me feel like she was trying. I'm gonna tell y'all why she made me feel that way. But if someone is saying that they're trying or whatever to build that relationship, both of y'all have to sit in a room and you got to put yourself in each other's shoes. But you can't tell your mom what she didn't do. You got to tell your mom what she made you feel like she didn't do, because it's gonna cause friction. Because that person don't understand. They don't get it. They don't grasp. Like, y'all did everything in my power to went this way. Go do every fucking thing. You can't speak for someone else. So I heard in that interview, I heard things that, in my opinion, that were hurtful to this person. And again, it was so matching the reality of what I had to go through, because I have 3 children by my ex-wife. So I had an estranged relationship with my daughter. I have 4 children, my daughter, and then I got 3 younger children. And in my situation, I was so fucking detailed and I had custody of my girl. So I was so fucking detailed that, like, when I got married, before I even had any other new children, we got this big ass house, and you walk down the fucking the hallway, and it's the master bedroom at the end. Is this big ass room next to the master bedroom, and then it's 2 rooms past that on the second floor. So it's 4 rooms on the second floor. I said, we're gonna have other children, right? So I want my daughter to have this room right by us. And then my wife at the time said, why you want her to have that particular room? I said, because when we start having other children, I want it to be so symbolic. I want her to be surrounded by her family, by love. I want her in the hallway. I want her to be sandwiched right in the middle. That's how fucking detailed my brain was working. You know what I'm saying? In a situation like this. So, like, I can sit here and I can listen to this kid and I can see how he feel like, there's certain things that didn't make sense with what he was saying. He said that, I understand, he said that my mom put her work before him, right? But then he said that she admitted it and she apologized and he accepted her apology and he's ready to move on. Like, okay, if you accepted the apology, she did wrong. I said a lot of people do that, So I kind of felt that way about my mom. And my mom, she just was poor, so she had to work like 2-3 fucking jobs. So I'm out here in these motherfucking streets and shit. You know what I'm saying? But if I keep bringing that up to my mom, then I don't forgive her. You can't have your cake and eat it too. If your mom apologized and you said it's sincere that she apologized and you said that you believe it and you're ready to move on, then the only issues y'all should have would be any other issues besides that. You know what I don't know how to make that make sense. Like, why is this continuing to come up? Because I had to do the hardest thing in life. I did what most kids do. I believe my mom was perfect. I believe my mom was the greatest, perfect human being, because that's how little children, young children see their parent. And I had to come to terms and say to myself, my mom is a human being. As a human being, she's going to do really nice shit that I love. As a human being, she's going to make mistakes. As a human being, she's going to be fucking stubborn. As a human being, she's going to get on my fucking nerves. As a human being, I'm going to experience all of these emotions with my mom, because no matter how much I love my mom, she is motherfucking flawed. She is trapped. She has no choice but to be flawed, because she is a human being. The moment I was able to do that was the moment I was able to have a better relationship with my mom. there is so much shit that happened in the streets of Macon, Georgia, in the hood and all this shit. Yo, when I was growing up, I would be with my friends and I would be encouraging my friends to stay out later and later and later. And then it'd be 4 of us in the car. So the other 3 laughing at me on some reverse shit. You think a teenager want to stay out late as hell. They laughing at me because they like, damn, nigga, do your mama not care about you? They like, nigga, we got to go home. The fuck you mean? Why they say, I'm trying to, yo, let's stay out. It's 4 in the morning. It's 5. Like, nah, nigga, shit. I got curfew, nigga. I got a mom. And they do the little chuckle and they laugh and it hurt me because I know that they got family. I know that they got people that care. Me, I could be gone for 4 motherfucking days in the street and when nobody know. I can't hold that over my mom's head for the rest of her fucking life. But what for? I had to realize when I was born, my mama was 19 years old. My mama was a lady in her mid-20s who lost a son who had died. She got a little boy and a little girl, and motherfuckers getting shot up every fucking day. She ain't got no babysitter. She ain't got nothing. She got to motherfucking work, do all this shit. We got to hide a key somewhere around the house. And a little 7-year-old girl and a 6-year-old boy got to stay home by themselves. That's on the time when she could afford to keep us. But you know what? It's all right. It's all right. Because that's in the past. And I know that hurt my mom. And as that hurt my mom, that makes my mom a good person. That makes my mom a good person that she feels horrible about that. Why would I beat my mom over the motherfucking head for the rest of her life with it? How about my mom just see her grandchildren have a great relationship with her grandchildren? How about we see each other, we talk about movie, we do everything. You only got one life to live. You only got one life to live. And it's all about the choices that you make. It kind of scared me when Monique son like, yo, she got 3 other kids, so hopefully, she'll understand how it feels one day to be a grandma. That was a side remark saying that you'll never see my child. But if we go off facts, Monique is already your grandma. She's just a grandma that you don't want her to see your children. That's all that's going on. And she can't see her grandchildren because I let people speak for themselves. I can't let her son speak for her when he says that she don't care enough to want to have a relationship. I wait for all to hear both sides and everything. So I can only go by his side. And on his side, he admitted he don't care enough. He admitted it's not that important to him, so he's not going to do it. That's the only information I can take from that. So because so far, unless I hear Monique's side and hear her say about caring enough, so far all I can go off is that. So she can't see her grandkid. I'm looking for the other infractions that were so big enough because I can't go off of the infraction that she was more focused on her comedy career and movies and all of this shit because you told me out of your mouth that she apologized, you accepted it, and you was ready to move on from that. So if I'm to take your word, I should move that out the way. He also said that he insinuated his mom don't have her own mind because she listened to her daddy. He threw another subtle jab. How my brain works when I listen to that, there was actions that Monique did that made him feel that way. Now, in order to be, that don't mean that happened. It means that actions made him feel that way. There's all kind of horrible actions to make someone feel that way. And there's also things that could have happened that make someone feel a certain way. That's not bad. If my mom's single, she raising me and my sister, and at 7:00 at night, I go in the living room, I watch Nickelodeon in the fucking 80s, and I'm having fun being silly with my mom. All of a sudden, my mom get a boyfriend, and then her boyfriend in the kitchen cooking with her, and they do some little dance, and she happy in love, and then they kiss. I could feel slighted by that. I could feel slighted. I'm just throwing examples of shit that someone can feel a certain way and it not be real. Or they can feel some way and it can be real. So since I don't know that information or what happened, I don't have enough evidence to throw that on Monique. I don't have enough evidence. I just know he feels that way. Something happened to make him feel that way. And to get around that, it has to be honest conversation. It can't be honest conversation for them to come to that platform and talk about those things because he admitted he doesn't care enough to have that conversation. This is the thing, though, right? This is one of the most fucked up feelings ever is that, like, I never understood this. Like, the power that a person has when they can use the name child. You got power. You using the name child automatically puts you in the victim situation to a lot of people before they hear any detail. So the power, like me, if it's my daughter and I'm the dad, before you hear anything, I'm the bad one, just because that's the child. But if we flip it, my relationship with my mom, I'm the child, she's the mom. You automatically, before I say anything, start looking bad at my mom. The power is so great. But the smiles that he had, that I'm fine with my life, I'm cool, I'm happy over here. My mom live her life over there, I live my life over here. Okay, then why are you here? You know that your mom got the second biggest interview out on Club Shay Shay. Your mom got 10 million views in 4 days. The entire Black community is talking about your mom. You know your mom got enemies right now. You know you got your mom got people saying some, like D.L. Hewley, some very disgusting and hurtful things about your mom. But you tell me that you're fine. You've made your own decision to move on, but you just so conveniently needed to do an out on your mom that you know by the power of the word child alone, period, is going to throw dirt conveniently at the career your mom is excelling in right now that you told us you felt she put over you. How convenient is that? How convenient is that? It's just all a coincidence. You know what I'm saying? Did he violate her trust by putting his out after she apologized? You know, I try to be careful and just go by what I'm seeing at the moment. You know what I'm saying? So I have more opinions on things, but I'm an evidence guy. I like to collect as much information I can. I have not heard his mom respond, but you know, it would kill me if I would have been in a position that I had to come out here because I'm methodical. If I had, I would never want to be in the position Monique would have been in. So I'm like, all right, man. You know what real love is like if it would have got to the point that my child that came out and did some shit like that on social media, unless it would have had to affect. I don't give a fuck about on social media. It had to affect if it affected how my other kids would have felt at the time, I probably would have said something. But other than that, like just to defend myself in front of strangers with the love that I have for my child. I don't know. I was gonna say I probably wouldn't respond back. But the other part of that though is you are always your child's parent. So there were times when me and my daughter wasn't on speaking terms, and she may have wanted something, and I'm not gonna give it to you because I'm gonna raise you from afar. And I'm gonna raise you from afar. I'm gonna raise you to stand on your word. You gotta stand on your word. I feel that you lying. You lying. So if you lying and you say like you don't want to have nothing to do with me, you got to stand on that because when you get grown, you got to stand on everything. I'm not gonna baby you. I'm babying you if you put out this. I don't want to have anything to do with him, but can you give me this? Nah, not random can only mean random. I like using that as an analogy. Random means random. If you add one little thing to random, it's no longer random. Floyd, Manny Pacquiao said, "I'll take the drug test, Floyd. I just can't take it the Friday before the fight." My nigga, if you put a stipulation on random, it's no longer random, random, random. If you're not fucking with somebody, you're not fucking with somebody. It ain't fucking with you, but you know, you do this nice little thing for me. I ain't fucking with you, but you know, like, nah, I have to find a way to continue to raise you. So a part of me would have been like, if I was Monique, would I have responded? Yes, I would have responded because as a father, I'm still always you're never not raising your child. When you fucking 80 years old and your child is 60 something, you still teaching them lessons in life. So the lesson in life I would have taught was you gotta have to stand on that. We can't hide behind a title. We can't hide behind the parent, the child. You grown now. You got to stand on that. You have to stand on the actions. If you brought this up and you want to do this, you got to stand on this. I need to teach you to stand on your word. I need to teach you to stand on your actions. Because if I don't do it, if daddy don't do it for you, somebody here who don't give a fuck about you gonna do it for you. So I need to teach you to stand on that. You know what I'm saying? It's always hurtful to see situations like this. You know, again, when I was going through that with my child, it was hurtful to see Brian McKnight going through that with his. And I always sit back and I watch the public's reaction, right? Like in Brian McKnight's situation, he has two major things going against him. He has dark-skinned children who not talking to him, and he has light-skinned children that he cool with. Before you know any details, you don't need to know nothing else. The fact that he is the parent and the child. Remember, the word child gonna give you super fucking powers. No matter how old you are, the word child give you superpowers when it's child versus parent, because of how they look. You the parent. That's it. I don't give a fuck what you like. You the parent, nigga. That means you're perfect. But in the black community, when you the parent and then you got an issue with a child and they're darker than the children that you're cool with, bruh, I don't know how you can come out of this, Brian. And I'm like, they finna fuck you up, Brian McKnight. But then I start listening to the details. Brian McKnight's older children said that he don't do shit for them, and they like, oh, you're a deadbeat. You're a deadbeat. You got with that woman who's not black, and then you doing all of this shit right here. They fucking Brian McKnight up. But then I listen to the details. These motherfucking kids Brian McKnight got in their late 20s, 30 years old. Brian McKnight paid for everything for their entire life until they were grown, bought them their own apartment, got his new wife, got his children a fucking job. Job where they was at, and they got fired from the job for smoking weed. Brian McKnight told his grown ass motherfucking children, I can't continue to pay for you while you sit around and do motherfucking nothing. You're not working, you failing drug tests. We trying to hook you up and give you a job. You just want to live and do nothing and ride off me just making money. A parent wants to teach their children to stand on their own, not fuck around your life because I was able to be successful. So when I hear the details of Brian McKnight kids, I feel sorry for them. So you mean to tell me you can be broke, grow up in the hood, crying every day because you ain't got shit. You become successful, make something in your life, get the middle class home, the white picket fence, and do everything you're supposed to do. And you start having children that you love so much, and you raise these children to try to work as hard as you did to come out the hood, to be middle class and to make money and make something of themselves. And instead of them doing it, they want to be lazy motherfuckers that sit around and smoke weed every day and don't do nothing with their motherfucking life clean into their 30s. And all they got to do when you're trying to push them to do the right thing is to run the social media and use the child card. I'm the child. Brian McKnight's the parent. He has no relationship with me. He cut me off. And then the whole fucking world destroys Brian McKnight. That's why you got to have that shit built in your heart. Yo, fuck all y'all. I would have told my kid the social, you know how Lil Wayne was in that deposition and he looked at that lawyer, said, they can't save you. Lawyer like, what you say? Oh, no, they can't. I'd have looked at the camera so my children can know it. If I know, like, motherfucker, you mad that I won't continue to pay for your life and you do nothing for your own fucking self except sit around in the motherfucking place I pay every month for you, I would look at the camera because I know The only reason Brian McKnight children did that, they hoping their father gets so ashamed by social media that he's come back in their life and start paying everything for them again, and they continue to be lazy fucks, hiding under social media and hiding under the word child. So because I know that they hoping this, I'm gonna look right at the camera and say, they can't save you. They can't save you. Kids are brainwashing thinking mom and dad are perfect. You know what I'm saying? I can only go by the information I'm given. I watched Monique's son tell me that he's not in no place to try to have a relationship with his mom. At that moment, they don't have a relationship because of that. I'll have to hear Monique's information because I know how it feels to be in both their shoes. I've had a hard relationship with my mom. I've had a hard relationship with my daughter. So I have been the child and I have been the parent. And I know how that shit fucking feels. I know there were situations where I felt strongly that my mom wasn't doing something. And then when we came down to talk, and I saw the horrible shit she was going through that she kept away from me because I was her child. You know what I'm saying? I know how I felt, and it was real to me because I felt it. But that don't mean that it was real in reality. You don't get to think for other people. And Monique's son did like all of us do, and we need to cut back on. We try to think for somebody else. Y'all saw when I made the video critiquing Three Letter Man, I was very careful with my words. I said it could come across as, because I didn't want to say, because you doing this. I don't know what the fuck I don't know. I'm not in Three Letter Man brain. So I can't accuse someone of a thought crime. I'm not him. I can only tell you what optics look like or how it may come across. I can't speak for Three Letter Man. And I think a lot of us need to learn how to do that in society. You know, Monique's son cannot speak for the thoughts of Monique. He can only speak how he feels, and vice versa. She cannot speak for the thoughts of her fucking son. She cannot speak. A lot of parents do that wrong shit too. You know what I'm saying? I done been in a relationship in my past, right? Where y'all know how women be fucking killing themselves, be overusing. This is a safe space. I be like, how you gonna tell me it's a safe space? I know I provide. No, that shouldn't even be nothing you say. If you really care to provide a safe space, you should be looking like this, and you should be curious and wondering why your partner doesn't feel that there's a safe space that you're providing, so you can get the proper answers to see if this is a growing point for him to look at something different. He may be looking at something wrong that you're on, or a growing point for you to see where you think you're doing something, but you're not. But in order to make that relationship great, it shouldn't be met with, I ain't doing that. It should be met with, you want to hear. I want to hear you. I love you. I thought I was doing something. So please explain to me what you feel like I'm doing wrong, baby. Because I love you so much. I want to provide this safe space for you. The biggest compliment you can get is that your partner tells you that you provide a safe space, not you tell your partner that you provide a safe space for them. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's like a nigga saying, a guy can say to the blue in the fucking face, I provide that good dick. Be dicking your ass down. You can say that, brother. Only thing, the biggest compliment that matters, she needs to say that. It's better if you just sitting there sipping, chilling, like playing the video game. Oh, hey, babe. And she's smiling. What's wrong with you? Nothing. Because you gave me that good ass dick. That's a better compliment, right? Than you telling her, right? That's a better compliment, right? So if that's a better compliment that your woman telling you that you laid that good dick on her than you telling her yourself, you could be wrong. You could think you laid that dick and she could be like, so if you flip that coin, why would you tell your partner that you provide a safe space for him? No. Your partner should tell you that they like that you provide a safe space for them. A lot of times this happens in parenting. A child will come, you wasn't there for me. And the parent immediately get the feeling, what you mean I went there for you? motherfucker don't know. I'm stealing this from Set It Off. Imagine the scenario. I'm sorry, I'm silly, but I'm playing, but I'm for real. I'm silly, but I'm for real. I'm like a kid crying, "You wasn't there for me, mom." And your mom, y'all was about to get kicked at y'all house that day. She kept it from you because you her child, and she just left from Uncle Freddie down the street, who she didn't suck this dick clean for 2 hours to get $400 for that rent. She sat in Freddie's car in that passenger side. And like, come on, Freddie, man, I got my son in the house. You know what I'm saying? Man, I ain't got it by tomorrow. They're gonna put myself out on the street. And Freddie said, "Well, you know what you can do to get it." Your mom walking home with the white mouth and just crying and did some shit she didn't want to do. And as soon as she opens the goddamn door, soon as she opened the door, still got semen crust on the side of her mouth. Soon as she opened the door, her child crying, "You ain't never here for me." See how that works? See how that works? Child hurt, feeling neglected, mom busting her ass for it. There's a disconnect, but both of them love each other. She loves this shit out her son. Her son loves the shit about her. It is that disconnect in communication. And a lot of times it's a disconnect. The biggest disconnect in communications, be it parent-child relationship, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, is the lack of trust and the assumption. Once you start assuming that your child or your mom, whatever the relationship, or your boyfriend, once you start assuming they have bad intentions, it's really hard to come out of that. It's extremely hard to come out of that because you can't win. You can't win. In that funny scenario I just made, the child had the assumption that because the mother was not there, they don't care about them. They weren't with them, while mom was doing everything she can to suck up that rent money. But the negative assumption is built in, and it's hard to come back from that. Hate this motherfucker, this nigga always saying, "I never take out the motherfucking trash. I can't hold it no more. Motherfucker, why you didn't take out the trash?" Nigga playing his video game. I didn't take out the trash because our last child is running downstairs to eat. My goal was to make sure that child ate, then surprise you, put up all the food in containers, clean up the entire kitchen, mop the floor, take the last bit of trash food and everything, rake it into the trash, and then take the trash out. I never got to it because I was waiting for it. No, the fuck you didn't, nigga. You making up excuses. Right there, it's over with. It's over. What's the point of having communication? This is never going to go anywhere. No matter what that person says in that scenario, he's automatically wrong because this person, without a shadow of a doubt, believes the negative assumption that he had no intentions of doing that. So there's nowhere to go in this conversation. This conversation is over with. You're going to end up arguing and screaming and get at everything because you don't trust each other. That's the biggest problems with relationship, period. There's a lack of trust. And when you say trust, people run to cheating. Cheating is easy. Just don't do it. Cheating is a light switch. You know what I'm saying? Cut it off. Don't fucking do it. You can easily say your relationship, "Hey man, this girl down the street want to have sex with you, John." No, my relationship good. That's the easy shit. The hard shit is the every day you wake up, the little tiny things that to not build those negative opinions that's going to thwart any kind of coming together and having successful communication with each other. That's more harder. And a lot of times that happens in a parent-child relationship. I had those issues with my daughter. I would read some of her texts. I was like, what the fuck? I would read texts from my child. And the text that I'm reading from my child, I be reading them texts and like, yo, if I believe that nigga was real, I wouldn't want to talk to my ass either. This nigga is horrible. I be reading the text and I be forgetting it's about me. I be want to beat the motherfucker. Who the fuck did this to my child? Like who like no, like what do you no, that's not what I meant when I said that. That's not the interpretation is wrong. And you had to get around that stuff to try to build a better relationship. You know what I'm saying? You know, I think it was a one tiny thing I shared, like an example of a real life miscommunication. I keep shit vague. I keep shit vague. It's my personal life, but the only biggest vague thing I said, like I can tell when a child be reading shit online, and when you read shit online, like an example, the shit you see on television, stereotypical shit would be something like, "You won't let go of the past," and then the problem is I'm detailed. Y'all know I'm detailed, so I remember my kid was like, "You're not letting go of the past, and you're still holding things accountable for when I was four. I was just 14. I was a 14-year-old kid, Dad." And I'm like, that sounds great. That sounds good. What you're saying, you know what I'm saying? But your daddy, boo boo, I reach out to you just to have a relationship. I be wanting to hang out, have fun. I don't be thinking about none of that shit. So if my reaching out to you is just for us to kick it, have fun, explain to me how that's an example of someone holding on to something in the past. And it be the little shit that I know, like motherfuckers be reading shit like it's a script that they supposed to say, but it don't be matching reality. I'm always gonna go with reality. Like, let's go through the text messages, go through the phone. If I just want to hang out with you, how is that me not letting go the past? And then get quiet on the phone. So like it be is really, really tricky with kids. You gotta understand, like a lot of times these emotional things that happen in their life happen at a very vulnerable time. There's no more vulnerable time than when a child is a teenager. And the funny thing is the relationship like I had with my daughter in that way is fucking scary because the motherfucker act just like me. I be reading some shit she takes, and I be like, yo, this motherfucker's brilliant. God damn, this motherfucker can write. Like I can write like that at that age. You know what I'm saying? Like this motherfucker looks like she got a fucking doctorate degree in creative writing. And she can articulate herself so fucking well. I was just like, I was blushing. I was so happy that I forgot the content was about me. Hold on, nigga. She going off on you. She trying to pull a 3-0, John. Snap back. She trying to pull a 3-0. I just be smiling like this motherfucker is really talented. And so it's hard to have a situation when a motherfucker is acting just like you. And then I'm sitting there and I'm like, this is the shit I was saying about my mom when I was my daughter's age. This is how hurt I was with my mom. And I was, and I had to find out the truth and find out everything else that was going on. So look at you, John. Look at the growth here. You've now been on both sides. You've now been on both sides. So when I listen to Monique's son, after being on both sides, I ain't gonna even lie to y'all, bro. I'm not judging nobody because we will never know all the details. But just on the outside looking in, the fact that like you will never meet your grandchildren, you will never say hi or anything to them after he admitted that his mom apologized and sincerely he's ready to move on. Her punishment. Something came out of your fucking body when you was young. Something came out of Monique's body that has half her fucking DNA. Poor, broke, young as fuck. You are going to make mistakes because you're a human. And the lovable being that came out of you is the person that's a judge, jury, and executioner, and you are thereby sentenced for life. The gavel is hit. We have this almost scientific coding inside of us to spread and share our genes. And Monique was successful in that. Monique get to see as she gets older in life how her family genes get to go from her to her son and now her grandchildren who are going to have this spread, but she won't know them. She won't know anything. It all stopped right there. And one of the things I felt sorry for when he said 3, because I'm like, yo, I was in Monique's exact situation. I was in her situation because I had 3 other kids. And then I'm going so motherfucking crazy about having this relationship with my older daughter at the time. I'm going so fucking crazy in my head. I'm like, I'm not right and all the way focused to focus on the other 3. The moment I turn and be like, all right, John, you gotta get your shit together. You gotta be here. There's 3 other kids who have not done anything wrong and they need you to be the best you can be. You can't sit up here in the room and just cry alone about your fucking daughter. You gotta wake the fuck up, man. You got 3 other kids. And I know in my head, the moment I open my eyes and I go, you gotta do the right thing. Let's focus on these 3 kids. Is gonna turn around and be used as I don't give a fuck about my other kids. So it's like you're trapped. It's like you're trapped. And I was like, what do you do? What do you do? What do you do in this situation? So it was really, really, it was hard stuff to go through. So I feel bad for Monique and her son. My only opinion, and this is just my opinion, I think he wrong when he feels that she cares about that career more. I bet you, just as a mom, that woman would like nothing. You that woman would like nothing in the world, nothing in the world in that relationship with him, nothing in the world. I guess I can say, how would I play it right now? If being in that situation, how would I play it right now? I wake up and I see my child made a video like he made. If I'm really honest with myself, it wouldn't even be long. I will put my child in a situation to where if you want, if I don't know what you're looking for. So if I take you I'm gonna take you at face value. I'm gonna leave my opinion out and I'm just gonna take you at face value, right? All right, I watched the video you made. The one thing that I can say, and I know we have different emotions and feelings, and I know that you said in your video that you feel that you are not in a place that you care enough to try, and I don't care enough to try. Only thing I say this to you with the utmost respect, son. I'm not in that space. I care enough to try. One of the reasons we're having issues is there's a trust. There's a trust. I care. Telling you I care. I fly there right fucking now. I don't give a fuck about none of this social media stuff. I don't care about anything. I love you that. I love you that fucking much. I'm telling you, I don't know what else can a person do if I'm exiled. I can't physically do anything. I'm telling you, I care enough. So I would love to see you. I would love to have this conversation. I don't need to go into all the other details because this isn't boyfriend girlfriend shit. This is one of the closest relationship you can have. This is a parent. This is a child. The goal is to get to resolution, and I would use social media against my own child in a way that, like, oh, every time I try to reach out to you in private, you won't do it. But now that you put it out here, like you trying to say we ain't, I'm gonna call you out. I'm gonna respond back on social media. So now I'm used to. I got 20 years of being a comedian and an actress. I'm used to the fans saying all of this stuff, and you're gonna get a lot of people on your side, but you're not used to the opposite end of that, or the thousands of hateful things, and the thousands of people asking you like, "Yo, she came, she was articulate, she sounded loving. Why won't you meet with your mom?" I'm gonna put that back on you. If what you're saying is true, then this should help us meet. This should help us meet, and this should begin reconciliation. But we got to be real, y'all. A lot of times these kids just be saying that shit because they want to hurt their parent. My parents are public figure. I want to hurt my parent. I don't really want to meet up and do that. So I don't want, me and my mom. I went the fuck off on my mom. Yeah, when was this? October, I think. No, that was like July. Have to try to mend shit. You don't know how long people gonna be here. That's the one thing. You know, the one thing my daughter got from me, I hate that she got from me. Like I can hold on to shit for a really long time, and I had to realize that that's a flaw in me. But I didn't realize that was a flaw in me until my fucking 40s. I can ask the same for her. She young, maybe, so she in my prime of, if I feel you wrong me, fuck you, nigga. She get that from her fucking dad. Fuck you. It's funny when somebody gets some shit from you. It's a weird fucking feeling. It's like, yo, it's like it makes you feel like, all right, I'm 44 years old. What if I went in the time machine against myself? That's how it feels like. It's like, I know how deadly I was at that age. If I ain't fucking with you, I ain't fucking with you, and can't nobody save you. You know what I'm saying? They take kids in the neighborhood, like we get into it, or we about to fight or whatever, and like they sister or somebody, our little kid come to my mama, John Shay done threw dirt in his eyes, and my mama say, bring your butt here. I have my mama, your mama mean when she don't cuss. My mama ain't never cuss. Bring your butt here, Montez. She called my middle name Montez. Come in, Montez. You threw dirt in his eyes? Yeah. Tell him you sorry. I said, tell him you sorry, Montez. I'd be like, you gonna have to go and get the belt, and I don't want to get no whipping right now, but I know you finna whoop me, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna have to get a whipping, and I don't think I deserve a whipping, but one thing I know, I'm not gonna tell him I'm sorry, because I'm not sorry, because if I get a chance again, I'm gonna throw more dirt in his eye. I was one of them niggas. in the face of a black woman from the hood's ass whipping with a belt, I wouldn't change it. So when I know ain't a motherfucker changing my mind when I'm that age, and I look at my daughter and she got it from me, I be like, yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to give it a couple of days. You know what I'm saying? And so when you watch Monique's son on that video, I'm looking at him and I'm smiling a bit because I can see what he get from his mom. Monique got that deadly shit where Monique be going off on you. You don't even know it. Hey baby, you know I love you so much. You know I love you. You one of my babies. You know what I'm saying? I just want to tell you with all the love I have for you, baby. You smell like dog shit. Smell like you ain't bathed in a while. I can see brown little driplets coming from your pants. Is that the little crust from your ass mixing up? Love you, boo boo. You are such a sweet person. You are such a sweet person. You be like, God damn. Her son had that same shit. Her son had that same smile. He was just as articulate as Monique. You can see what he get from his mom. You know what I'm saying? He talking about how his mom holds stuff and not hold accountability. He doing the same thing in that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn, the fuck my daughter had to get that shit from me, man. Why she just couldn't get the silly part of me, and why she had to get the cold-blooded? I'm the cold-blooded motherfucker. I don't know how to get around cold-blooded too. I wanted to hit up my daughter and go, "Hey, yo, imagine how we can take over the world if we both was on the same team, cold blooded." I didn't know what the fuck to do. I didn't have a dad. I met my dad when I was 17 years old. We can take over Earth. And so the same way couldn't nobody save you. If I wasn't fucking with you, I needed you. Nobody can save you. My daughter did that same shit to me. Like, I ain't fucking with you, dad. So I ain't fucking. My grandma, she told my mom, she can't come. Y'all need to talk. My auntie, tell my mom, can't nobody save you, dad. I'm not fucking with you. Yo, so for all my enemies out there in the YouTube world, you know what I'm saying? My child made me see how it look, how I be looking at y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, how you get past that nigga? How do you get? I see why y'all motherfuckers don't like me. I see why y'all don't like me, boy. I had to face my motherfucking self, and it wasn't pretty. It wasn't good. Face your motherfucking self. But it's a beautiful thing when you can get past it. And the advantage, I'm gonna end it on this right here. The advantage of a broken relationship between a child and a parent is no matter how much you love your husband or wife, that shit is conditional and you can get a divorce. 50% of people get divorces. That shit ain't promised. Boyfriend, girlfriend ain't promised. Y'all child and parent until the day you fucking die. So whereas you fall out with somebody, you fall out with your girlfriend, y'all break up, you might not never see that motherfucker ever again in life. If y'all ain't got no kids. You never see him again in life. You know, your child is your child for fucking ever. So on one hand, you got time. On the other hand, you don't know what's gonna happen in life. You may be mad and be like, I'm gonna reach out next week and something bad happened to one of y'all. I think that's an advantage for the parents. A lot of parents understand this. We older, we middle age. I don't think that's something that is in the child as prevalent as it is in the parent. And so they are more willing to brush it off until far later than the parent who want to reconcile. So I wish Monique and her son nothing but the best. You know what I'm saying? And it'd be awesome if they could commend it. You know, I think it would be in very, 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 very poor taste if DL Hewley came out and said some shit about her son video. He probably gonna do it. He's probably gonna do it. You know, it ain't something I do. You know, that's one thing I do. I do have. You know, I can be a cold blooded motherfucker. Somebody fucking me online, but like, I wouldn't use that. I wouldn't come through like one of my enemies and go like, "Yo, you got a bad relationship," like that. I wouldn't do that. You know. But y'all hold it down, man. I got other shit I gotta do. I gotta go study the fucking methods of a guy who annihilated his entire family. Continue to work on this. That's the first one I'm doing of the 3, by the way. And get ready to work on my the channel. I'm about to put my first video on by Friday. Also, I got to get ready for Valentine's motherfucking day. Shit. I got to get ready for Valentine's motherfucking day. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I take it really, really important and put in that work in to make sure that my girl is pleased and my girl is very happy. So salute. Y'all hold it down.